New tonight, a ballot blunder in Albany, among other issues, after voter turnout was higher than expected. Voters were deciding on a proposed $180 million project to revamp Albany High School. It's a scaled-back version of a similar plan that voters rejected back in November by fewer than 100 votes. But the results tonight, the proposal has passed by 228 votes. Kimberly Howard live at Albany High right now for us. And Kimberly, I know they had problems earlier, but tell us more about that before you tell us about the vote itself.
Yeah, Liz, screams, actually, cheers broke out just a few moments ago when they did get those unofficial results in. But as you mentioned, earlier, definitely a lot of problems. And we know that the turnout, the higher than expected turnout, is one of the main reasons. The school board president telling me that they actually ordered 5,300 ballots. But now we know that nearly 8,000 people came out to vote. Now we know that ballots, that polling locations, at least 7 polling locations, ran out of ballots, at least for a period of time. And that wasn't the end of all the problems. Before the polls even opened Tuesday morning, problems. Voters at both Albany School of Humanities and Montessori Magnet School had to wait a half hour before they could cast their ballots because the voting materials were locked up in the main offices. A district spokesperson saying there was some miscommunication between poll workers and a maintenance crew, which was busy clearing snow and not unlocking the door. Over at Sheridan Prep, a polling worker didn't immediately show up, so voting there was also delayed. Then, at the Arbor Hill branch of the public library, another delay, another miscommunication. A district spokesperson telling me the library wasn't set to open until 40 minutes after voting was to begin. Plus, the County Board of Elections apparently delivered the wrong machines, which affected yet another polling place. And the issues didn't stop there. Paul Kellogg Jr. says he came out to vote at this location 3 separate times. They ran out of ballots.
To me, they should have anticipated a large turnout in this area, and they didn't.
Mark Gronich had his own chaotic experience.
There was a long line when I got there, and there was people didn't know which line to stand on. No one was directing traffic.
What's more, Gronich says he was given a paper ballot, and not even a regular one, but an absentee.
They have to hope that they're going to count all those paper ballots that say absentee ballot on the top.
Not everyone we spoke with was upset about the issues. In fact, this voter was pleased.
I think this is great because I'd like to have 100% turnout in every election, because now you get a real feeling for, if it's only 10 or 20% of the people that vote, you never know what the real opinion of the community is. But this democracy in action in Albany.
So definitely some excitement here at Albany High School, at least for the people who were in support of this proposal. Again, this nearly $180 million plan to revamp Albany High School has unofficially passed. But I did speak with the school board president, as I mentioned moments ago, about all of this. The question that's basically on a lot of voters' minds right now, in light of all of these issues, will this result be valid? Take a listen to what he had to say.
I think they'll be very valid. For the most part, there were little glitches, but for the most part, the votes were taken appropriately and tabulated appropriately.
Yeah, this plan is a little bit different than the plan that was shot down in November. It will not include the turf. It will not include the brand new gymnasium. So definitely some differences. And again, it did pass not as narrowly as it was shot down, but again, 228 votes is the difference that we're talking about here. We, of course, will continue to stay on this story for you. But for now, we are live in Albany. Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.